Good morning, YouTube. It's Friday, August the 10th. As you can see behind us, we're all sit back up in our apartment. Got some nice couches. I don't know if you can really see it. I bought us a new TV from Walmart. I didn't want to get the big, huge 32-inch Zenith big old TV out. Might donate it to somebody. Still works good for being a 2003 Zenith and non-flat screen. So we've been home back in Kansas a little bit over 3 weeks. I didn't sell the camper. Put it out on our local Craigslist to get a feel, because there's no camper vans here in Wichita or the surrounding areas being sold. Put it out on Craigslist for $13,000 firm, even with the generator not running and one of our side barn doors not opening on it. I don't know who to pick to sell it to. So I took the ad off Craigslist. I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to fix it up and use it as a weekend camper. Go around the lakes. And Lost on Land. I'm going to try to make it to your Texas meetup. I think it'd be good for me. As far as my wife going, I don't think she wants to go. And just be totally honest. Now, if I go down there by myself, it's going to be a tricky drive, because here's something I didn't tell any of you guys about the whole time we were out on the road. I don't have a driver's license. I haven't had a driver's license since 2015. I get it back in 2020. The reason being, I was so stressed out when I was working one job. Well, actually, I was working 2 jobs at the time. I was a kitchen manager at one job. I was a chef for 3 different restaurants here locally. I got a DUI. Yeah. And since I didn't want to have that $80 a month blower put into one of our vehicles, my license is suspended until 2020. Well, everybody has skeletons in their closet. There it is. So yeah, I drove all over the United States. Well, not all over. We did 13 states without a driver's license. But I wanted to talk to you guys about a video I just watched. I think the lady's name is Tammy's RV Life. And she basically had the same kind of experiences. You know, I showed you in our videos the cool places that we went, you know, some driving videos, stuff like that. And, you know, nomadic life, a lot of these big YouTubers like Millennials or whatever they're called, Eamon and Beck, Nomadic Fanatic, Living Free, of course Bob Wells, they make this lifestyle, nomadic lifestyle, look like it's all fun and games. The truth of the matter is you're basically going camping for a long period of time. When it gets hot, you try to go farther up altitude to, like when we were in Wyoming, get away from the heat, or South Dakota, Montana. When it's cold, you go to Arizona or Florida during the winter. That's just how people do it. There's that. If you're traveling with your significant other, like I was, my wife, boondocking is not always going to be the thing, especially if your wife's a city girl. You know, she needs to have a restroom and a shower daily. So you got to take that into consideration. We did actually have Planet Fitness's memberships that we only used once in Aurora. And after we went and checked out the facilities there at the state park and at Cherry Creek State Park in Aurora, Colorado, we haven't used our Planet Fitness memberships since we, had them. In fact, apartment complexes we live in now, there's a gym here. We got a pool here. We got rid of our Planet Fitness memberships. Sorry, my voice is cracking up. I've deleted myself from most of these van life groups on Facebook. People keep on asking repetitive, questions. Administrators weren't liking how I was answering them, which is fine. I'm trying to warn people what it's like to be out on the road constantly without having a set plan. Our first month out, we stayed and I had reservations at state parks in Colorado. After Colorado, it was a crapshoot. We had to figure out where we were going to stay the next night. Being out on the road, the travel part of it was fun for me. Seeing new places. I've been stuck in Kansas most of my life. There's other parts that you have to worry about, like the van was messing up on our way home. Well, it started messing up in Mississippi, actually. You gotta deal with that. You always need to make sure that you have money set back in case of an emergency, which we did. And then when you get back, if you come back to your hometown, you gotta try to find work. My wife, fortunately, she was able to do that really quick. I actually was too. In fact, I have restaurants calling me right now wanting me to come to work. One of my good friends, he owns 2 restaurants here in Wichita. He owned 3. He's getting ready to franchise them out across the United States. I went and talked to him 2 days ago. I was working out at this one restaurant. I had to quit because of physical reasons. Something I haven't shared with you guys. I have a 3-inch titanium pin in my right wrist from a bone graft surgery back in 2000 that never took. Doctors wanted to fuse my wrist at the time. At the time, I was like 26 years old. I don't know if you can really see it. See the scar right there from the surgery. My wrist is swollen because of the week I was working. And I can't cook anymore. And that was, that was my passion before I decided to drop everything and go out on the road. So now I have to figure out alternative work. Made a promise to you guys I'd never turn this into a do Patreon, or try to monetize my channel. I only have like 101 subscribers here, and then on Instagram I have over 800, and it fluctuates on Instagram each day. Some days I'm close to 900, other days I'm back down to 827 followers. Is what it is. So now I'm searching for other types of work. The nomadic lifestyle. For some people it works out. Us, it didn't really. But it was an adventure. Will we go back out again? I want to. In fact, I didn't want to come in off the road. But Marissa needed to come home and see her family. And we're having problems with one of our family members right now that we're worried about. So there's that. Also, there's other stuff going on. But I want everybody to really consider, before you go out on the road, don't get rid of your apartment. Don't get rid of your house. Go out for a couple of weeks. Try it out. See if you like it. See if you think you can do this full time for a long period of time. And I know 4 months isn't that long period of time, but it was for us. Like I said, this type of lifestyle is not for everybody. You got to figure out where you're going every single day. Or you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan A, plan B, and plan C. When we were in South Dakota, we were supposed to stay at our best friend's grandmother's house. We got there, so within a couple hours, I had to figure out where the heck we were going to stay that night. If we were going to stay in A, a hotel, B, a campground. If I could find an open campground, I was lucky to find that KOA. And we were packed in there like sardines. The place was freaking packed. And then next, after that, because that KOA, the bathrooms were so freaking far, we found a hotel that actually charged 20, if I remember correctly, 23 a night, and it was behind a hotel there in Keystone, South Dakota, which is right before you hit Mount Rushmore, a little town. You go Keystone, and there's Mount Rushmore, and then there's Hill City after that, I believe. And we found a place in Keystone, luckily. And then on our way back to Kansas, it was travel early in the morning when it wasn't that hot out, because over, I want to say the temp being 85 Fahrenheit out, van runs for about 2 hours at a time. It'll stall out because of what's going on with the distributor and the heat sensor. So I just want to caution people, for you to really think about doing this. And our next leg, hopefully here pretty soon, we'll be traveling to other countries. That's why I haven't deleted this channel. It's because this channel is about traveling, and I still want to go see South America, Europe, Alaska, Indonesia, Thailand, and there's still money there to do that. And I decided a long time ago I don't want to be a person on my deathbed saying I wish I would have done this, instead of being a person saying I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I got to see the world. When I started this YouTube adventure, when I started looking into traveling, I wasn't even looking into doing van life. I was looking into going to South America, going to Thailand, going to Mexico, stuff like that. But my wife was like, well, we haven't seen the United States. So I started looking into doing a schoolie bill. No place to do a schoolie bill. Do a Sprinter conversion. No place to do that. But hey, you can always buy a Class B camper van. Bam. Found one, bought it. You guys have seen the videos. So, guess I'm kind of rambling on this video. I think the main thing I wanted to express to everybody is do your research before you get on the road. Go out for a couple of weeks at a time before you do it. Do part-timing. Road can be dangerous. You never know who you're going to run across on the road. Never know what problems you're going to come across on the road. And always be prepared. Hope everybody's doing great. Having a good Friday morning. And you guys might see another video soon. You probably won't, though. I'm still working on researching Colombia, researching what type of phone service I can use over there, researching apartments, Airbnbs. I have found out that most in-flights, say if I want to go from Medellin to Cali, Colombia, or Cali, Colombia to Santa Marta, or Cartagena, it's about $60 in American money. So in-country flights are pretty cheap. So I think it's going to be pretty easy to travel around Colombia, and you only have 3 months on a tourist visa if my research is correct. Anyway, that's what I'm working on. I'm still working on Colombia. I'm still doing research, just like when I was doing research for van life. Hope everybody's doing great. Talk to you guys later.